I don't think there's any one solution to making sure that good food is accessible to all. I think it's going to be a combination of, smart policy, where governments are helping to support those who really don't have the financial means to access really nutrient-dense food. But from a food system side, I think we have to invest a lot of money and resource into how do we produce much more nutrient-dense crops and process them in a way that's good for people, but also is accessible at an affordable price. And a lot of, most of the, research and development has not gone into foods that are actually good for you. And we have to do a much better job at investing in what are the innovations and technologies that are going to help us get that same kind of nutrient density that we need, but do it at a price point that everybody can afford. In my vision, I think the future of food is going to have to be much more centered on the environmental health of the planet that sustains us and the health of the eaters that we are trying to feed. And it's going to be a big challenge. And with climate change taking a big toll on our ability to grow nutrient-dense foods consistently at an affordable price, we're seeing it happen all around the world right now. It's going to be very difficult to achieve a vision that both nourishes people and the planet, but we have no other choice. I think the public sector, governments have a huge role to play in transforming how we eat. I do think that, having been in the White House for 6 years, it becomes pretty clear what the limitations are, and there are many. Like in the end, growing food and processing it and bringing it to people's plates is a private sector endeavor, right? It's companies and farmers and everybody in between that are bringing our food to our homes. But I think government has to set good policy, both environmental policy and health policy, that sets baselines around what is acceptable and what's fundamentally good for the public interest. I think they have a lot of role to play in investing research and development dollars to try to spur more innovation in the space. And I think there's a lot of leadership that the government can do. The government does buy a lot of food, so what politicians are talking about, what the policies are set, what the government does buy directly, like in the United States, for example, we buy a lot of food, we fund a lot of food for school nutrition. So that's a big opportunity to make an impact there. So I think there's a lot of roles to play, but ultimately we have to make sure that our culture is supporting, the fundamental values of good nourishment for everybody and nourishing ourselves in a way that protects the resources that allows us to feed ourselves. And that's got to come from all of us. And if we do that, then our politics will reflect that, our companies will reflect that, our communities will reflect that, and we'll have a shot at actually putting things in a much better place. Three words, ftalks, I'd say fun, important, and innovative.